Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Stainless Steel with Portugal, where finally we've managed to push Aragon back to only Zaragoza, I believe. I don't think they've got anything else, if I remember correctly. Territorial ranking. Maybe they have more. Question is, where are those other settlements? Because they're not around here. That's Genoa up there, as is Genoa over there. But we're pushing Aragon back, which is good. But we're pain of excommunication against Leon and Aragon, and we're not favoured by the Pope. This Pope is going to be around for ages because he's 53, unless he dies in combat or gets assassinated. So we want to try to keep him and the Crusader states on side. We've had very little interaction with the Crusader states this entire campaign because they're so far away. Still a little bit concerned about Genoa stabbing us in the back. So I'm constantly recruiting here, and I'm going to get myself a diplomat in the area. We don't need another. We only need one diplomat here. That's fine. We'll go for a spy. A spy would probably be useful.
Noble Lord.
Let's just go speak to these lads. Would you do map information for map information? You wouldn't. Fine. Can I have military access for your lands? I will give you map information. No. That's fine.
This
concludes our meeting, yes? Right. We do have an assassin. He's not very good. I don't know if an assassin counts as excommunication, but I'm sure we'll find out. Over here at Zaragoza with the Prince Mendo. That's the angry crusading force we've got to watch out for. Elsewhere, we've picked up a new kid here, Telmo Oliveira. I'm going to send him over to Valencia. It's a bit of a long journey for him to get there, admittedly. But I think it'll be worth it. We also have Federico with a pretty decent force moving down south to hopefully take on the Moors in future. Again, he could probably do with a bit more stuff, but I want to leave enough of a garrison at Toledo, Valencia, Seville, and Oporto for any potential counterattacks that do end up coming in. You're going to come in here and keep Lisbon happy. And most importantly, get them paying taxes. Silves probably needs some more construction. We've not really done much in this area for a while. We definitely can't lower the tax rate that much. That's fine. Next turn, the excommunication order against Leon ends, so we'll see if they decide to come after us. We might be able to get away with taking Salamanca or Leon, we'll just have to see. Ah yes, this is our good priest, the chosen one. He's coming down to Moorish territory to hopefully be able to gain some more piety, so he's much more able to have a chance of being a cardinal in the future, and hopefully at some point an actual pope. Okay, the Genoese are pulling back, that's good. I think they might be under orders from the Pope as well not to attack any further. Not entirely sure, but it would make sense. Please stop attacking my bishops, thank you. Because we're kind of not able to push against our Catholic or Catholic enemies as much, I think probably we'll put some more attack down on the Moorish Caliphate. I'm technically at war with England, but it doesn't really bother me at the moment. I severely doubt they'll come down with a besieging force to actually take any of our settlements here. I think that's very unlikely. Oh, Venetian princess coming down there. Oh, that reminds me, I need to move those boats away from Genoa. Now, can the Byzantines win this? No, they can't. That's probably the Jihad one then. I don't think there's much that can be done there. You're going to have to pull back and you're going to sink because you just don't have the strength there. That's fine, you're only one ship. We'll bring that other fleet home to provide a bit more naval power in the area. I think that'd be wise. Now, Leon, are you planning to do something? Because you've got a lot of forts over there. You're heading up to the north. That's interesting. As are you, actually. Curious. They aren't attacking just yet. You, my good man, are heading towards Valencia, though. That's probably the best place we can take them on at, because Valencia's a multi-tiered fortress. They're gonna struggle to break through there.
What shall we do?
And it might also excommunicate the Kingdom of Aragon again, so that's not a bad idea. We'll see if they've been excommunicated over the end turn because they attacked us. So I presume they're under the same orders as us to stop shedding the blood of fellow Christians. So we'll see. Constantinople hasn't fallen yet because it's besieged by the kind of... I don't want to say the Turks. King of Aragon is dead. I'm trying to work out who they are. Right, mission success. We kept our promise to the Pope. Aragon is not excommunicated just yet, but I imagine if they besiege things, they will. Notre Dame de Paris founded. Bishop Maurice de Sade deems the current Parisian cathedral unworthy of its lofty role and has had it demolished shortly after he assumed the title of Bishop of Paris. Construction has begun in 1163 in the reign of Louis VII. Construction of the west front, with its distinctive 2 towers, will begin around 1200. Before the nave had been completed, contrary to normal construction practice. Over the construction period, numerous architects will work on the site, which will lead to differing styles at different heights of the west front and towers. In the future, a rose window and great halls beneath the towers is envisaged. The building is not expected to be fully completed until 1345, and then of course will burn down in 2020 something? 2019? I can't exactly remember. It didn't burn down completely, but it's, I think, still under renovation even nowadays. Right, let's keep recruiting at Barcelona because we need more stuff here. We do have a spy. I'm just going to get him to go hang out around here, around Zaragoza.
Who has displeased you?
I could do some sabotage, but I don't think it's going to go very well. Can I kill you? It's only 10%. The problem.
What is their name?
Okay, we need to find a target. Oh, there we go. Now we've got views of Pamplona as well. And just to confirm, it is now under Genoese control. Valencia. There's no more strength here, but we might be able to get some mercenaries from outside.
Your orders, noble one.
We'll take the mace men, it's better than nothing.
Of course, my lord.
You may as well come back as well, because that fort's not really doing anything for us at the moment. We could retrain some people. Retrain you. Retrain our general. Retrain you, retrain you. I wouldn't mind some ballista towers, but they're not going to get constructed in time. I don't think. Communal farming. We'll go for communal farming, why not? Get some growth back into Valencia. Because I do think it can go a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's a fortress, it's not a citadel just yet. When we get the citadel, that will be excellent. With plenty of things we can do there, that's for sure. I mean, even our stables are pretty low for the time being, but that's not really where we get a lot of our strength from. Yeah, there's plenty of things we can do here. Oh, that's interesting. We've got an Archer's Guild here. In fact, it's not even an Archer's Guild, a Master Archer's Guild. So experience bonus for archers recruited. Excellent. I'd love to get the Archer's Guild headquarters up and running. Because we can actually recruit decent archers here. We can recruit these archers, peasant crossbowmen, and I think there were some other... Was it the Pavis crossbowmen we could get here? Maybe I thought those peasant crossbowmen were Pavis crossbowmen. Because I don't see why we would be allowed to have Pavis crossbowmen, to be honest. I did think we were able to get some better archers. Hang on. If I go to Rangers... Oh no, I can get Pavis crossbowmen here. Fine. So I'm not making it up, I just I don't know where I got that number from. That's fine. The peasant crossbowmen are actually not terrible at their jobs. Much better than the archers are anyway. Okay, Murcia's got a port. That should help it with its trade a little bit. We can also up the tax rate again. How's the religion doing here? 73%. That's good. Could have a town hall. Or a slightly bigger church. It's not a bad idea. Anyone who's here can come to defend up at Valencia. That's fine. We'll just lower the taxes here again. I just want to make sure Valencia is fully ready for this force of King Mendo.
How may I serve, Sultan?
I will take some knights with me.
Yes.
Right, that's now a pretty damn heavy force to take on what I know is a heavy force from King Mendo. You head into Murcia to make it a little bit happier, and you can also keep control there. Toledo is fine.
Your will.
You join up with this guy, and let's go down right down here. Build me a watchtower, so I've got a better vision of this bit, please, and we'll push on Fez.
This is where we shall meet the enemy.
It's been a long time since we've actually been able to cross the borders, which is good. Oh, you weren't the chosen one. Who's the... Oh, you had the paladin. I feel like you had more piety before. I might be wrong there. Anyway, you'll do pretty well. You're only 29. Go stand outside Fez. We'll try and make it a little bit more Catholic. You... I'm just going to... Again, I'm a little paranoid that someone's going to come from the north. Build a fort there. It might be a little bit too close. But we'll see. We'll put these 25 Lusitanian javelin inside. Yeah, they can get around, so there's no point in us leaving that fort there, that's fine. The port will be useful just for a little bit of additional trade and maneuverability. Look how much trade is coming out of Leon. Especially going to the sea. We really want to get Leon for ourselves if we can. We are allowed to attack them at the moment. You try and make your way over to... You don't need to go to Valencia anymore. Just head to Toledo for now.
Move out. We continue tomorrow, my lord.
That's not a problem. You're still moving this way.
Yes.
And where are those ships? Let's bring them home as well. They're a decent sized fleet.
Admiring the enemy.
Ooh, there's a decent princess in there, but we are not allowed to attack the Aragonese. I said I don't want to attack Genoa. Just dock yourself in Barcelona, that's fine.
Dropping anchor until morning.
Who, sire?
Okay. I'm curious to see what Leon's gonna do.
God will see justice served in our battles.
We can't quite make it to Lisbon this turn.
Yes?
There's no way I can really stop them. Let's go about here, but I don't have the money for a fort.
Yes, Lord.
A port is much easier to defend than Lisbon is. I'm just thinking if we want to maybe give them some additional stuff here. I mean, the mining network would be good, the abbey would be useful. Plenty of things we can do down in Lisbon, but we'll end the turn for now. It's going to be a long time before we get a new pope at this rate, that's for sure. Now, Genoa, what do you plan to do? Because they're a pretty sizable force in the area. We do need to keep an eye on them, just generally what they plan overall. If it looks like they're getting aggressive, I could sell Barcelona to them for some concessions, or for some money. I'm just not I'm not convinced it would be the right decision to make. There's the jihad. Successfully, the Seljuks have taken Constantinople. We'll see if the Byzantines will be able to take that back, but that'll be a big blow for them. Constantinople is a huge, huge financial and military area not so much military, but it's still got some very useful things inside. But financially, it's kind of the centre of the Eastern world in Medieval 2. I've got no better time to take on that army than at Valencia with a full stack. So I'm actually fairly confident that even if we can't kill them, we'll be able to damage them severely. And that will be one we'll want to fight on the walls, because we've got so many defences there. It would be well worth it to do so. Leon don't seem too aggressive. They're kind of bumbling around, not doing a huge amount at the moment. Okay, here we go. Let's just familiarise ourselves. There's a bunch of very experienced crusading spearmen and a lot of cavalry. So there's probably not much we can do in terms of cavalry in terms of sally out battles at Valencia. We'll have to see. I'm sure the Pope's not going to like them attacking us, but you know, the Pope's not always on our side, that's for sure. I suppose I could send a diplomat over to... Yeah, there's the attack. I know they haven't attacked Valencia. I'd rather fight them at Valencia. Is that a crusade for Norway? That doesn't happen very often. Because I think Norway might still be excommunicated. Do I want to set up... I don't know if I really want to set up a separate kind of breakaway faction or breakaway area. We're having a little bit of trouble with this one as it is. Okay. There we go. They've been excommunicated. As the faction of Aragon has been excommunicated, it matters little even how much of their faithless blood you spill. You are no longer charged with ceasing hostilities with this faction. I will marry that man. Oh no. Oh dear. That's a real problem. The Sicilians have attacked the Genoese. It would appear that one of our allies has forced a decision upon us by going to war with another people we have embraced as friends. We can only remain allies with one of them. Would you prefer it were the aggressor? So Sicily has attacked Genoa. Preferably I'd prefer it to stay with the Genoese. They're much closer, they're more of a problem. And the Sicilians usually are problematic. They also don't have anywhere near as much influence in the College of Cardinals as they once did. Oh, I don't want to break off with an allies, but... So, Kingdom of Sicily has attacked Genoa. Let's make sure we get this right. Would you prefer it were the aggressor? No. Alliance in tatters, us and Sicily. Relations worsen with the Papal States poor. Sir, what do you want me to do about it? Two of my allies went to war. I've got to break off with one of them. I guess you like Sicily more than you like Genoa, but the Genoese are my direct allies. There's not much I can do about that. And despite the best efforts of brave Christian soldiers, Constantinople has fallen before the barbaric Muslim hordes that answer the call of the jihad, the holy war, regardless whether one sees them as honourable adversaries or horrid heathens. It's clear the unified Islamic force is a genuine threat to anyone that would face it. France, oh my goodness, France and Sicily have both attacked Genoa. That's not very good. Genoa and the Moors have agreed a truce, and the Kingdom of Aragon have been excommunicated. Wonderful. That's basically giving us the opportunity to attack Zaragoza. We'll have to go with a very small force though. But as far as I can tell, if I can trap you in, any cavalry I can get round. I'm trying to think, is there anyone I can get around to hold in that fort?
Yes, my lord.
Not quite, unfortunately. I've got a plan. It's a stupid plan, but it's a plan nonetheless. You, and you come with me. You're going to land here.
Bless you, Lord. Back on dry land.
Oh, we can get the mercenary Frankish Knights, excellent. We have to get you out of the way first.
Honorably, my lord.
Oh, there's actually some decent troops there. Well, let's hire the mercenary Frankish Knights first. They cost an absolute bomb, but they'll be worth it. Right, let's try that again.
Orders, noble one. I am willing, but not able, lord.
They're all just infantry, apart from that cavalry. We should be okay.
God will help the faithful prevail. We attack.
I just want to block in that force, because as far as I can tell, if I just take out the city, then there's not much they can do, because I think that's their last bit in the area.
Units, await my orders.
I might be wrong though.
Generals,
Get you guys group together, same with you guys.
band together.
Someone's having a very fun time outside. Oh. Let's get going. Where are they in comparison to us? They are up on this hill. Curious. Well, let's crack on. They've got no range. I don't think we need to really worry too much. I'm going to get you guys set up here. You guys can just walk though. Oh, there they are. They do have better infantry than us. That's the only thing to consider. Okay. Our cavalry here now. Missile charge into someone. I do have heavy infantry, which we've got to watch out for. Those mailed foot knights will be problematic. But thankfully the mercenary Frankish knights can do a lot of the initial damage here. Now pull back. I didn't realise this had you guys selected. Okay, we took out a lot of those lineman arms, that's good. I think I only lost one Frankish knight in the process. Those mailed foot knights I'm more concerned about, really. Let's go for another charge of these light infantry. They're out of position, these lineman arms. Take them out. I don't know what our mostly Frankish knights are doing there, but not what they're supposed to, that's for sure. Okay, they're charging for us. Let's pull back. We might just need to use our hammer and anvil tactic, use the spearmen to hold heavy infantry, and our cavalry to attack into them.
If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will
Why
be
would you charge
ours.
into them? That's not what I asked you to do. Just pull back. I don't really want to take on those mailfoot knights in melee combat. I'd rather charge into them. Send our own spearmen in. Or at least like, closer in general. You turn around. So you have a better chance of doing a proper charge against them. We'll wait for them to reform. They're coming for us? It looks like they are. Okay, you guys charge into the mercenary spearmen. You two push into the mailed foot knights. And then we'll just charge into the side of them. We will lose some spearmen here, but that's okay. Because the mailed foot knights will hurt. Charge into the side of them now. Oh, they probably won't have got a proper charge in, but that's fine. Cavalry pull back. This is not going to be an easy fight. Those mailfoot knights will still hurt.
It's unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy
Come on,
victory.
get into the back of them, please. I need at least some of these guys dead. Or I need their general dead, really. But our own spearmen are starting to struggle now. Because they're up against high quality infantry. Okay, the mailfoot knights are breaking, excellent. Charge back in then. That's not a problem. We've probably got this in the bag now. Those now foot knights will sell for a pretty penny.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Let's take out as much as we can. We're not going to catch up to this cavalry. We should be able to catch up to the infantry though. So let's speed up time while we do so. I want to have those foot knights. I don't want them to be someone we have to fight later on. We probably won't catch up to them, so that's fine.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Not bad at all. And hopefully my plan works here. I need to buy myself a turn for Pamplona or Zaragoza, whichever one it is.
A most honorable victory, my
No
noble
wonder
lord.
that. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they're kind of angry with us.
Your orders, noble one.
What is? If I go here,
Your orders,
I
noble
can't
one. Yes,
do anything, unfortunately.
of course, my lord.
Well, we're going to push on Zaragoza,
My lord wills. We must.
Your orders, noble one.
and my hope is that we can leave some behind. I was trying to get a troop inside here to hold
God will
them
see justice served in our
in
battles.
position.
We will engage
Right.
them honorably, my lord.
They've got a lot of heavy cavalry here, but as far as I can tell, no skirmisher cavalry. And in fact, very little in way of ranged troops at all. So let's try
Victory in
batter them down a
God's
little
name.
bit.
To battle!
We've got some skirmisher cavalry. Let's make this work. I don't expect to beat them here. I just expect to do some damage. Oh, hang on.
Soldiers, on my order.
I thought they were besieging us, but they're not, are they? That's not ideal. Shit. Right. Well, we're going to have to make something work here. We've got a nice big old hill here. But that's really not what I was planning. Right, heavy cavalry go together. Skirmish cavalry go together. We're going to have to use this hill to our advantage for sure. If we can actually get our troops on it. We can kind of. Everyone else is up. Everyone else is over there. Okay, we can get you up there. You go here. The general can come over this side as well. That's not really what I wanted to do. I could withdraw. I think I've got enough movement points to do so. I might consider it an advantageous thing to do, but let's at least do some damage if we can. You guys on guard mode. Same with you guys, please. Yeah, I really didn't want to face them in the open field because they've got so much heavy cavalry here. Out of curiosity, if we're going to withdraw, where do you withdraw to? Fine, the place I thought you might. That's not a problem. Let's do what we can here. We'll go to those Crusader Knights on the left hand side. Make sure you're in skirmish mode. And everyone else is going to withdraw. Because I don't want to fight this. This was a mistake on my behalf. And as soon as you guys have used your ammo, you're out of here as well. I mean, you may as well use your ammo, but this is not a... Despite having a decent hill here, this is not a fight I want to try to do. Really. You guys are getting a little bit close to those male knights. Pull back, come on. Get out of there. Lads, you need to run. Oh, you're going to get caught by those male knights. That's a problem. Go on, keep running. You're also kind of buying us time here somewhat for our stupid mistake that we did. Okay, the general's left. That's probably a good thing.
The battle is in our
Is
favor.
it?
If
I don't
we
think it
remain
is.
true and wholehearted, victory.
I need you to
will
run
be
over this way,
ours.
because that's where you actually need to go to escape. We'll just set you to withdraw for now, because that means you'll just actively leave the battlefield, which is important. This was a very silly decision on my part. Oh no, General's already left, so we can't commit to staying here, that's for sure.
My lord, the tide of only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this.
Yeah, it's because I'm
disgrace.
retreating. Let's see if we can get you over here. It's because you're in skirmish mode. Right, just run that way anyway, regardless. You can probably take a few male knights along the way as well. Yeah, they're taking out a few troops. That's fine. Once you've sorted your ammo, we'll just withdraw. I thought we were standing out. It's my mistake, really. Alright, carry on withdrawing, please. There you go.
This defeat is a bitter drink to swallow. Next time it.
That's my fault. Hopefully they'll push back inside Valencia.
We are beaten.
Yes, they will. Fine.
Let God fill you with courage and regroup. I will defeat you honorably, my word.
That was a little bit of a waste of men, perhaps, but could have been worse. I think we can retrain them anyway. Get everyone retrained as best we can. Porto's got its port now, good. Probably use a blacksmith there. Lisbon could have a brothel, but I don't really see the need for it to have one. We'll give you a council chambers. Sure, we'll give you paved roads, because that should increase the trade from here. Albeit land trade is not very good out of Lisbon, but also just having roads around the entire network would be useful, just to speed things up somewhat. Okay. Most is very unguarded, but that's probably not an issue. I'll start building up a bit of a fleet over on this side here. Granada, you can recruit some spearmen, please. There's also a spy here. Excellent. We'll send that spy down south towards Fez and Marrakesh. I'm going to send these forces up to Murcia. Murcia. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it all the time.
Orders?
That's not a problem. We technically can attack the Kingdom of Leon at the moment. We could swing around and try to take Burgos. I'm not sure that's a great idea. I said, if I want to take out anything, I want to take out Leon, but all their big forces can get there pretty quickly. We'll end the turn. You're going to attack Fez, excellent. This is just a stone wall. We're going to ram 2 siege towers and as many ladders as we can get away with. There we go.
Is it time to take the walls, my lord?
We finally managed to swing things back in our favour. I'm quite sad we're no longer allied to Sicily, and it probably means we'll come to blows in North Africa once the Moors have been squished out. Yeah, you're going after my spy. How about that? I mean, I don't really mind. I'd rather you after my spy than any of my family members or priests. I'd rather you went for the heretic, though, but you know, can't have everything in life. There goes our spy. He wasn't a very good one anyway.
I will hide until morning.
See, you took out our spy, but you didn't manage to take out the heretic. That was silly of you, wasn't it? I do want to send a diplomat over towards the Papal States, because I'd love to be allied with them. I don't think it will happen, but if we could, that'd be excellent. I'm also curious to see what Aragon will do here. Will they see that I'm going for Zaragoza? Or will they keep attacking Valencia? I'd almost prefer they stay attacking Valencia. Okay, the Moors are blockading Cordoba, also Granada. That's not a huge concern. Leon is also an important player. What are they going to do with their day? You're going for that fort, but you're going around a weird way to do it. That's fine. If you want to go for that fort, it's just going to lower your reputation with the Pope somewhat. But we will recruit a bit more Oporto just for safety, I think.
To the walls! We are besieged!
That's just a diplomat. Are you actually talking to us here at Oporto? Okay, you looks like you're pushing forward as well. Okay. Seems to be a bit of an offensive here. Oh yes, take out that rebel force of me. Thank you. Lisbon's going to have some issues, that's for sure.
Leave nothing. Raise the
Oh yeah, they're
defenses and
pretty
go.
much Zaragoza. Okay. Well, I think you can pull back.
Do not dishonor yourselves.
They go back onto the boat, actually. That's pretty good.
Make camp, men. We rest here.
Maybe I can push my own force.
There is nothing to salvage here.
I can push my own force up to the bridge. That would work.
We march no further today, Lord.
These Mill Knights are going to go down, but so be it. They cost a lot of money anyway.
The battle is lost. Fall back.
They'll probably pull back to Barcelona. I'll probably just disband them, but at some point it's not bad to have a decent amount of heavy cavalry hanging about. That's interesting, they left a general behind. That's very curious. Oh, that's why I keep on saying Norway, because I've got a diplomat in the area, that makes sense. Still, at least that massive rebel army is gone. Abu ad-Allah Muhammad al something. There it says it there. Al-Idrisi, the Moroccan cartographer, geographer and traveller, who lived in Sicily at the court of King Roger II, has died. His best known work is his map of the world, Law al-Tarsim, Plank of Draft, or Tabula Rogeriana of 1154. This work will be the standard volume for centuries to come. Roger II of Sicily has had his world map drawn on a circle of silver weighing around £400, along with a world globe of 400 kg pure silver, which Al-Idrisi constructed, which precisely records all trade routes, lakes, rivers, major cities, plains and mountains. Very nice.
Ready to trade.
Okay, you can still get 221 Florence there, it's not bad. Kingdom of Norway is poor. Is that because we just have a diplomat standing outside? It might be. Cordoba's got their mines, wonderful. Let's give Cordoba some crossbow militia and some spearmen. I wouldn't mind giving them a proper mining network, but that's a lot of money. How's the... well, there's not any trade at the sea at the moment. Oh, no, there is. There's a decent amount of trade here. They can have a merchant's wharf. That's fine. Diplomat up in Norway has died. Fine. Now, Leon, what are you generally planning?
I seek an honorable
Lisbon might need some more troops. What's over here? That's a pretty sizable force as well,
honorably, my worthy foe.
as
God
is
will see
this.
justice served in our battles.
Seville, we might be able to get some troops back to help, but I'm not convinced. There's no one inside Salamanca. Well then.
Yes.
Orders?
Orders.
I'm going to take it.
This is where we shall meet then.
If you're not going to leave anyone inside Salamanca, I'm going to take it off you.
Lord. The enemy are beaten. Noble Lord, we have.
I'll take Salamanca, it's free. The Crusader states hate us. Because the Pope will hate us. Yeah. At this point, we're at risk of excommunication. I've got to be careful because we're still potentially a Crusade target. But I'm not going to say no to a free town, even if we only hold it for a turn. recruit quite a lot here, actually. Yeah, they've got a decent amount of stuff here. I suspect we'll come under siege almost straight away. But it might bring that guy away from Lisbon for now. I could maybe send some forces from Toledo over to Salamanca. But it's mostly just spearmen, unfortunately. That being said, we can hire a bunch of new good stuff here. Hire whatever we can there. Are there any mercenaries outside? There aren't any mercenaries outside. But let's send a little bit of a force over.
Orders.
In an effort to try and hold Salamanca.
Yes. Camping here, my lord.
Yes.
I'll send someone else there as well. But you are coming to Toledo as well. We're getting some strong troops inside, so that probably won't matter as much. Over at Valencia, we'll leave a token garrison behind. 1 unit of archers, 1 unit of spearmen, which is not a lot. And we're going to push to the bridge here. If you want to come attack us, that's fine, and if not, we're going to come for Zaragoza anyway. I do need to send some diplomats over to the Papal States, because they are not all too fond of us at the moment.
Yes. Your orders?
You come join up with him. Oh no, I forgot there's an actual fleet there. Some actual troops inside. Okay, you troops can... I should send those troops back over to Barcelona.
Plotting course now, my lord.
That was silly of me.
This is as far as we
Right,
go today, my
let's go to our lists. Agents. We should have a few. We should have at least one diplomat around somewhere.
Yes, my lord. An order?
We'll send you over to... How old are you? You're 28. You'll make it over to
On my way.
the Papal States in about 3 turns. That's not too bad.
The ends.
Your orders, noble one.
You want us gone? Then do something about it.
Valencia will recruit inside you as well. Have a priest, I guess. We may as well.
I will defeat you.
Lisbon is my real concern at the moment. And we lost Lisbon 4, and that was a real burden on our expenses. I'm hoping that because I attacked Salamanca, the Pope will issue an edict telling us not to attack, because then if he does and Leon attacks us, that probably works in our favour. Cordoba, there's not much we can do here. Still got a little bit of money. Seville does need to be upgraded at some point. I'd rather focus on our big kind of cities. And of course we have attacked Fez as well.
Your will. Yes.
So we may as well get this done. 1 unit of desert cavalry, 2 spear militia and some catapults. Fine. We can take that out.
Men, bring our people honor, glory, and
I wasn't going to go for that city up by Leon, but they left it completely undefended, so we may as well take it. I don't see why we wouldn't, really.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory
It makes it
emerge.
sound like we were always due to lose this. Right, well, let's go, because there's only so much they can do here. I wouldn't necessarily put my crossbowmen on this, but I don't really... I'm not really too concerned about who runs up onto the walls at this stage. We'll get everyone grouped together, though. The catapults won't likely be a problem until we actually get involved in the day-to-day fighting. I don't even think they're on the town square, are they? They're down the far end. They're over there somewhere. Fine. I'll put you guys grouped together as well. You guys can group together.
Our men have reached the walls with their
That's good.
ladders.
We probably will need to exterminate these guys here, unfortunately.
The battering ram is in place. It will not be long. By the grace of God, our siege towers are at the walls. Our
Okay,
enemies
skirmish
are
cavalry's
nowhere
coming
to find
forward.
now. It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
I think, as we often do, we might just use our spearmen here. Because it's only spearmen and skirmish cavalry we're up against anyway. So that shouldn't be too hard to deal with.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Excellent. Right. I want you guys to get up on here. You guys get up on here. And you can just drop that. And we may as well start attacking.
Soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us.
The sooner we can get
now.
down and engage the skirmisher cavalry in hand-to-hand combat, the better things will be for us. You can just stay there and shoot them, actually. Oh, they're going to take a little bit of a battering. That's fine. Just get all the spearmen. Get all the spearmen to attack. This is just going to be one of those charge the town centre kind of jobs. Because the skirmisher cavalry only have so much... skirmishers will only have so much throwing weapons in their arsenal.
The battle is in our
So it shouldn't be
favor.
too bad to
If
take
we
on...
remain true
Oh my
and
goodness, the
wholehearted,
game does not
victory
like when
will
you
be
speed up with
ours.
catapults, that's for sure. I'm not even going to get my general involved here because I don't want them to be accidentally knocked out by a catapult like all these lads here. But I'll put the archers here to attack the catapults at the back. The macemen and the kind of high quality guys. Oh wow, there's Bedouin infantry just... okay, they're having issues with the catapults, I see the problem. Let's take out the catapults first and go from there. They did just take a massive knock from those guys. At least you guys come and deal with those. Because they are attacking their own troops as
Battle
well.
is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory.
If we're attacking
will
them,
be
they should
ours.
not. They shouldn't fire as much. Right, speed up now because this is just a question of timing more than anything.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Our troops are tired, admittedly.
Praise the saints. Our men have taken control of
But I
the
don't think we need
city.
to worry too much. Get the Bedouins back in here. They did take a big hit there. That was unfortunate. That's why they lost so. That's why they lost the morale so quickly. We've only got 87 left at this point. $94.
Our men have slain the Saracen
Yeah, not too
general.
bad.
Now we must send his men running back to the desert. This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and
Catapults can be very dangerous in close quarters. It's because it makes it very hard for them to miss, but as long as you can attack them quickly, then it's not too bad. And we take Fez. Excellent.
The day is ours. The enemy are
If we
beaten.
sack it, we should be okay.
Noble Lord, we have conquered.
We are going to need to make this as Catholic as possible very quickly. But they've got a siege workshop, or we can make a siege workshop here. So that's mangonel, catapult, ballista. Don't know if we're into kind of gunpowder weapons just yet, but that's still pretty good. A fairground, Plaza del Toro, a tavern, school. We will need a church here. There's not much we can recruit here. Whether we want to go now down to Marrakesh, I'm not sure.
Orders?
Once I capture you, your title will mean nothing.
Infidel, indeed. Right, you just sit here. Give me a watchtower so I can actually, see what I'm doing.
Yes, Lord. Building a watchtower. March.
Same over here, please. Just give me a little bit more vision, and then pop you back inside Fez. We are going to need some more priests down this part of the world,
God's servant.
because this is still very, very Islamic in terms of its faith. I mean, like I said, I wasn't going to take Salamanca, but if they're going to offer it to me for free, I'm not going to say no. So that's 2 more cities. And even now we're kind of pushing Leon back. I think Leon's only got 2 cities left. But they do have two quite big armies hanging about. So we'll have to see how things go. I'm so sorry, I really can't talk today. What do you think's there? Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.